Now to new details out of Springfield. Fire crews responding to a kitchen fire on Tiffany Street just this afternoon.
Officials tell Western Mass News that one person was displaced. No injuries have been reported. The cause of the fire still under investigation.
Now this comes as Springfield city officials are reporting an increase in kitchen fires across the city.
Western Mass News reporter Kaylee Pugliese is getting answers on what you can do to prevent one from sparking in your house.
Springfield fire officials are urging everyone to be careful cooking and to know what to do in case of a fire in your kitchen.
The general cause is usually just being careless around the stove and not keeping the stovetop clean, free of grease and dirt and grime, and just basically using safe cooking habits.
Springfield Fire Captain Drew PIEMONTE tells Western Mass News there's a handful of calls every day related to kitchen fires and pots left unattended when cooking. PIEMONTE says there's an equal split between electric and gas ovens. Springfield Fire Commissioner B.J. Calvi didn't make it to Mayor Dominic Sarno's weekly news briefing Tuesday, but wanted him to let everyone know that no firefighters have COVID-19 and kitchen fires are becoming too frequent.
They're getting, I don't want to say a rash, but a number of cooking fires, kitchen fires, and that is being caused with people wearing loose clothing, and it gets caught on fire.
They're moving around, going back and forth, myself included, when I'm cooking. And if you have a loose piece of clothing on there and you're not paying attention to it, depending on what the clothing's made of, it can catch on fire rather quickly. And having a fire extinguisher handy, also, and being trained in its use is definitely helpful.
Fire extinguishers are rated in different classes, basically meaning they're meant for different kinds of fires.
You have to have the proper extinguisher available to extinguish the fire you're extinguishing. Now, you don't want to put a water extinguisher on a grease fire, obviously.
And as far as where the fire extinguisher should be stored,
we actually train people. You actually don't want to keep them in the kitchen directly. Keep them off to the side, either in the pantry or out in the garage. So because if there is a fire in the kitchen, you're not going to be able to access the extinguisher due to high heat or smoke conditions.
PIEMONTE says other steps you can take to ensure the safety of you and your family include keeping your stovetop clean of grease and dirt, maintaining a 3-foot safety zone for children and pets, practicing fire drills with the family, and making sure all of your smoke detectors are up and running.
But if the fire seems like it's too much for even an extinguisher to take on, he urges everybody to call 911 and get out of the house. And if you need a fire extinguisher or a check on your smoke alarms, be sure to call your local fire department. In studio, Kaylee Pugliese for Western Mass News.